As the story begins, we see a shining skyscraper reflecting the golden hue of the sun. On the road below, a blue car speeds along. Inside, a young girl is behind the wheel, driving alone. Her face is tense, anxious, and visibly unsettled. With hesitation and fear in her voice, she mutters, "Strange. I need to ask someone for directions." She scans the area outside, turning the steering wheel slightly, but there's no one around. Letting out a soft sigh, she gathers herself and makes a decision. "I'll try turning left." But the moment she looks forward, her eyes widen in horror. A massive obstacle looms ahead. She's just seconds from a crash. Her mind blanks. Her body freezes, unable to process the danger. Then, reflex. She slams the brake pedal with all her strength, head dropping down as terror grips her. The car comes to a sudden, screeching stop, mere inches away from impact. Suddenly, a glowing blue energy bursts around the car, crackling like lightning. Stunned and shaken, the girl raises her head and sees him. A young man, his hands glowing with that same blazing blue energy, stands before the vehicle. His blue eyes shine with intensity. His brown hair rustles in the breeze. He's covered in that radiant aura like a barrier of power. Tears well in her eyes. She's in disbelief, shocked and grateful all at once. The obstacle, a massive boulder, the very thing she nearly crashed into. The boy had stopped the car with his bare hands. Standing in front of the hood, hands pressed to the metal, the boy lets out a sigh. Turning his head slightly, he asks dryly, "Why do heroes and villains always have to mess everything up?" He walks calmly to the window, leans down, and with polite concern asks, "Miss, are you all right?" The girl, still trembling, forces a reply, "I guess not." A voice calls from behind. A man with gray hair, coat slung over his shoulder, approaches casually. "I'd be surprised too, seeing JINWOON's face, huh?" It's revealed. The boy who stopped the car is named JINWOON. Frustrated, JINWOON snaps, "Shut up." Trying to gather herself, the girl replies, "I'm all right, but what's going on here?" JINWOON rubs the back of his head, eyeing her curiously. "You're not in shock." The gray-haired man raises an eyebrow. "Is this your first time here? Then I guess you wouldn't know." JINWOON steps in to explain. "We're SHADOW, Superhuman Assistance Department office workers." The girl is completely overwhelmed. She stares blankly, unable to process what she's just heard. JINWOON chuckles. "It's a bit long, right? For now, why don't you get out so we can check if you're hurt?" As she steps out of the car, still reeling, she repeats the word softly, "Shadow." JINWOON, gently taking her hand and helping her out, elaborates. "To put it simply, we clean up the mess that heroes and villains make when they fight." The gray-haired man leans forward, inspecting her carefully. "Are you hurt anywhere?" She shakes her head. "I think I'm okay." JINWOON gestures toward the boulder. "A hero threw a villain and smashed that." Then he points to where her car had been parked. "And where you were sitting, that's the corner of a building destroyed by a villain." The girl looks around, stunned. She hadn't even realized it. The man with gray hair calls out, "JINWOON." JINWOON turns. "Mr. Gray." It's revealed his name is Zeno, but they call him Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray addresses the girl. She blushes, slightly flustered. "Need anything?" In her mind, she thinks, "He's so handsome." With a smirk, Mr. Gray tells her, "I've got work to do here. Could you step aside?" She steps away quickly, thinking, "No, wait. I don't care about looks." Mr. Gray kneels, grabs the boulder. His fingers emit a soft blue glow. With ease, he lifts the massive rock and tosses it aside. The girl gasps. "How'd he lift that?" "He must be super strong." Mr. Gray chuckles. It's the gloves, actually." JINWOON, smiling, adds, "He's still pretty strong without them, though." The girl watches in awe. "I still can't believe he's human." Mr. Gray pulls out an iron-like tool, glowing faintly with the same energy. As he runs it across the building's cracked surface, the cracks vanish instantly. The girl, even more amazed, blurts, "What is that?" JINWOON grins. It irons out any cracks and bumps, smooths the surface of buildings. Then, trying to show off, he adds, "I mean, I don't use any tools like that." Surprised, she asks, "Wow, really? Why not?" Turning dramatically, JINWOON spreads his arms, blue energy flickering. "Because I'm Shadow's eraser." He places his hand on the damaged wall. In a burst of blue light, all the cracks disappear, clean, instant, flawless. The girl is stunned. "How? How did you do that?" JINWOON shrugs smugly. "It's no big deal for a superhuman like me." Impressed, she reaches for her phone. "I've got to get a picture of this." But before she can snap a photo, Mr. Gray gently grabs her hand. "Sorry, miss, but no pictures allowed." With a soft smile, he winks. Startled, the girl meekly replies, "Okay." Mr. Gray teases, Come on, don't look so disappointed." Then, turning more serious, "Anyway, are you sure you're all right? Were you going somewhere? You should get going." She responds, "No, I've got lots of time." Mr. Gray laughs. "Haha, you're an interesting girl." Suddenly, a boy with blue hair rushes in. "Sorry, school ended late." He walks past the car, tapping it as he notices the girl. "Huh, whose car is this?" Their eyes meet. There's a strange look exchanged. Then the boy shouts, "Remora!" JINWOON and Mr. Gray made a mistake. JINWOON and Mr. Gray yell, "Hey, Sesame!" Nearby, a man in a black coat, sipping juice, watches them silently. Everyone turns on Sesame. "Be quiet, Sesame. Quit shouting. You're gonna get us all caught." The man in the coat tosses his drink and walks toward them, hand on his head. He commands, "Mr. Gray, JINWOON, stop it, both of you. Now." He glares at Mr. Gray. "Zeno, why didn't you do something?" Zeno shrugs, smiling. "Sorry, didn't feel like I should get involved. I'm from the restoration department. They're memory sweepers." JINWOON jumps in. "Yeah, Zeno's done nothing wrong." He adds, flustered, "We were just worried that she was hurt." The man frowns. "Why were you worrying about that?" "That's the hero's job." He presses his forehead, exasperated. "Don't you all know we've got to finish this before the marathon passes through?" Everyone replies in unison, "We know." He looks up at the sky. "Dahlia, I'll let you take over here." The girl turns her gaze skyward. Floating above is a blonde-haired girl, Dahlia. The man instructs, "Dahlia, look around the area and do some human detection to see if there's anyone else." As Dahlia rises higher and begins scanning, the girl watches in disbelief. She's flying. Dahlia activates her powers, restoring the damaged building. Workers begin reassembling. "Start restoring the surface." The black-coated man scans the area with his unknown power. After battles between heroes and villains, citizens evacuate to the air raid shelter, so no one sees us. Analyzing quickly, he announces, "The first marathon runners are expected to arrive in 15 minutes. He nods. "Good." Then, to the others, "I'm pulling out the restoration department first. As for the memory sweep department," the girl watches, still amazed, her eyes wide with wonder. JINWOON and the man glance at her and sigh. JINWOON steps toward her. "All right, back to your car, miss. It's time to go now." "I'll take you." Confused, she asks, "What?" He hands her a card. "This is one of our subsidiaries. If you're hurt, call them." She looks at the card. It reads, "Silhouette." JINWOON smiles, turning. "Well, see you." It was really nice meeting you like this." Blushing, she asks, "Will we be able to see each other again?" JINWOON smiles, softly places a hand on her face. Then JINWOON takes out a syringe and asks Ano, because you'll forget about US. Then he uses it on her, throwing that liquid on her. The girl's expression was empty now. While standing in front of a door, she asks to herself, when did I get here? As she had forgotten all of that. The scene shifts to JINWOON, where he was walking away while putting his hand in his backhead hairs. JINWOON mutters to himself, she was pretty cute. A voice from behind calls out to JINWOON, asking him JINWOON A-chen, get back to your work. A fight has broken out in the A2 area. Go there and wait for it to finish. With frustration, JINWOON mutters his teeth and shouts, Wahili looking into the sky, why can't they be more gentle? As JINWOON arrives at the scene, the bitter cold forces him to bundle up in warm clothes. He exhales visibly, breath turning into fog as he stands in front of a massive frozen boulder. Touching the icy surface, he yelps, my hands are so cold. With a frustrated scowl, he mutters, why do they have to freeze everything like this? I'm going to get frostbite. Mr. Gray sighs. Did this have to be this early too? JINWOON grumbles. Mr. Gray's too old to be doing this kind of stuff. While working nearby, Sesame shouts, irritated, quit screwing around. Ah, come on, cut me some slack, Mr. Gray replies casually. Sesame snaps, I've got a physical at school today. Are you going to take the blame if I'm late? Mr. Gray starts up a large tool and responds, but I didn't cause this. Just hurry up. Suddenly, the tool releases a powerful energy shock, blasting a hole through the ice stone. Mr. Gray sighs. This thing took forever to charge. Walking up to Sesame, he adds, sorry, Sesame, I shouldn't have called you for this. Is this really the right time to apologize for that? Sesame retorts. Mr. Gray looks around. Everyone's gone out to prepare for something this afternoon. JINWOON turns to Sesame. Hey, are you really late? Should I take you to school? Sesame shakes his head. Forget it. I'd rather just walk. JINWOON smirks. Right. Gotta exercise to grow taller someday. Screw you, JINWOON. Mr. Gray chimes in playfully. Give your dad a kiss before leaving. Sesame glares. What do you mean? My dad's at home. JINWOON grins. You're gonna be late, Sesame. Hurry up. Sesame bows slightly and mutters, see you after school. All right, Mr. Gray nods. As JINWOON rummages through a box, he mumbles, don't I have a change of clothes? Then, thinking to himself, I think Sesame likes going to school. I used to always sleep in class. Mr. Gray overhears. Sesame's not like you. Sighing, he mutters, a physical, huh? JINWOON asks, don't they do a superhuman test in high school physicals? Yeah, probably, Mr. Gray replies. JINWOON grows nervous. Then couldn't he have just not gone today? Since we already know. You can't just skip school because you don't want to go, Mr. Gray says firmly. Trying to change the topic, JINWOON pulls out his phone and dials. Mr. Gray raises an eyebrow. What a guy! He's calling Sesame. At school, a teacher scolds, no running in the hall. Sesame, caught off guard, fumbles for his ringing phone. Why wasn't it on vibrate? Inside the nurse's office, 2 students walk in. It's in the nurse's room, right? One asks. Someone close the door, the other says. Sesame answers in a hushed, annoyed voice. Hello, why'd you call me? I almost got my phone taken away. Can't you just skip the examination? JINWOON asks with a mischievous grin. Of course not. That's why you called. I just wanted to see if you could get out of it. Anyway, never mind. From behind, Mr. Gray adds, don't be disappointed if you don't get taller. The 2 laugh, sharing a quiet moment. The scene shifts to a running track. JINWOON and Mr. Gray greet a familiar figure in a black coat, clearly uneasy. What a pleasant surprise. Weren't you supposed to be somewhere else? What brings you here? Silently, the black-coated man crushes a soda can in his fist. A bus rolls up beside them. Inside an office, Mr. Gray says, it's been a long time since I've seen a superhuman test. Nearby, Dahlia instructs a girl, Now, can you concentrate on this cup? The girl hesitates. Hyomyo stares intently, startling her. The man in the black coat scolds him. Hyomyo, you're freaking the kid out. Turning to the girl, he says, Sorry, can you just concentrate for 5 seconds? The computer beeps. Just a human, he mutters. JINWOON watches. I remember doing this. Mr. Gray shrugs. Yeah, I don't remember. I must be getting old. You don't remember because you're not a superhuman, the black-coated man says bluntly. The girl walks out of the testing room and mutters, What kind of test was that? Seconds later, her memory is wiped, courtesy of Shadow. JINWOON smirks. If you watch these, you get to find out who the future heroes and villains will be, right? You should teach them to stop messing this city up. Mr. Gray sighs. Well, that doesn't really concern us. It's not Shadow's business whether that 1 in 10,000 superhuman ends up a hero or a villain. Even if we knew, we couldn't do anything about it anyway. Suddenly, the lights go out. A voice cries, I'm scared, do something. Just be quiet, another mutters. The black-coated man flips the lights back on. Mr. Gray is clinging to JINWOON. I was so scared, he wails. Get off me. JINWOON shouts, annoyed. Did the power go out? JINWOON asks, Can we continue? The man responds coldly, turning toward Dahlia and Hyomyo. Dahlia asks, How about we put Sesame in last? Just then, Sesame walks in. Do I really need to do this again? Come on in, Dahlia says. Sesame notices a chained Rubik's Cube. There wasn't anything like this last year. He picks it up. His eyes widen as the lock clicks open by itself. JINWOON lights up. I've been waiting for this. The computer beeps. A result appears. Superhuman, skill, particle disruptor. Sesame stares in disbelief. Grinning, JINWOON and Mr. Gray nudge him. Open it, it's a gift. We didn't have much time to prepare this, but we hope you like it. All right, let's go. They ask, How did you like it? Sesame, flustered, yells, I don't want to go. Are you upset? JINWOON teases, Go away. I'm not going. Sesame snaps. What a baby, Mr. Gray says. Shut up. Let's get out of here. The scene shifts again to a bus and then to a mug that suddenly darkens. A mysterious hand reaches toward it. A computer screen flickers on. Beep. Superhuman. The scene shifts to a new location where an incident has occurred. The Shadow team has arrived to handle the aftermath and begin the restoration work. Mr. Gray is sitting on the ground, fixing broken dishes with his magic tool. He grumbles, Those damn villains even broke the dishes. He focuses on his work, removing the cracks from the porcelain with precision. Then, rubbing his finger under his nose with a confident flourish, he admires his work until the dish suddenly shatters again. Huh, what's wrong with this thing? He blurts in frustration, moving toward a large hole in the wall. Tool in hand, he mutters, I'll fill in the wall. But as he tries, the tool malfunctions. Why isn't this working? I don't know, it should work. Finishing up, Mr. Gray steps back. Looks like it's all fixed. Anywhere else? Immediately, JINWOON perks up. Is it my turn now? Strapping on his gear and hoisting the device on his back, he proclaims, All right, let's show them what it looks like when Shadows fixed it. But just then, his superior appears. You're late, he scolds. While you were goofing around, I already sprayed the inside with the sprinkler. JINWOON is stunned. The superior hands him a small tool. Just do the outside. The damaged area is pretty big, so use this. Inspecting the tool, JINWOON asks, I'm glad I've got this. Did she also make it? Ash. The superior's expression hardens. Don't talk about her in front of me. JINWOON sighs, tempted to ask again, but the superior cuts him off. I said don't. JINWOON nods, smirking. All right. He activates his communicator. I'm starting the eraser rain. Launching the device into the sky, his superior addresses the humans assisting with repairs. Please check that you've got your bracelet on. If you forget, you'll lose your memories and won't be able to work for Shadow, though that's never happened before. JINWOON pushes the button. I'm starting now. But nothing happens. Stunned, JINWOON keeps pressing the button in panic. What? Why isn't it working? You're going to break it, the superior warns. Give it to me. He takes the tool, wondering how could it not work. Pressing the button himself. A light flashes from the device and his eyes widen. Suddenly he collapses. Remora. JINWOON cries, rushing to his side. Kneeling beside him, JINWOON desperately calls his name again and again, panic rising in his voice. What happened? Frantically shaking him, JINWOON watches as Remora finally regains consciousness, only to suddenly grab JINWOON's face with a firm grip. Relieved, JINWOON asks quickly, Where do you work? Do you remember your name? Shadow, Remora answers. JINWOON exhales. What a relief. But then, Remora stares at him blankly. But who are you? JINWOON is frozen, expression blank, shocked speechless. Later, they return to Shadow headquarters. JINWOON and Mr. Gray show Remora photos of his colleagues. I don't know any of them, Remora says plainly. Why do we have to do this? JINWOON smirks mischievously. Looks like you've totally forgotten, but around here, you're the new guy. Remora frowns, slightly. JINWOON wonders silently, does he remember? Grinding his teeth, Remora mutters, all right. Then, smiling stiffly, he says, I hope you'll teach me lots about restoring buildings, sir. Sir? JINWOON bursts into laughter. Mr. Gray warns, you'll regret this later. They start discussing Remora's condition. Still, at least he remembers Shadow, JINWOON says. I guess that's the silver lining, Mr. Gray adds. Remora sits quietly, not following the conversation. He notices the memory-erasing gun on the table and picks it up. Mr. Gray starts to ask, It was an accident, but how did it? But before he finishes, Remora points the gun at him. What's this? He fires. Before the blast hits, JINWOON dives in and knocks Mr. Gray out of the way. He falls to the ground from the impact. Zeno storms in, furious. This isn't gonna work. He lifts Remora onto his shoulder and says, Let's step out for a little bit. Mr. Gray rushes to JINWOON. What's going on? Just relax. Lying on the ground, JINWOON mumbles, I shouldn't have joked around with him. He begins panicking. This is the end of Shadow. What do we do? Zeno might lose his memory too. He thinks of Remora. He's forgotten so many things. Without Remora, all we have is Mr. Gray. JINWOON wipes his eyes and cries, Mr. Gray, how can I trust you? I'm standing right here, jerk, Mr. Gray snaps. Don't worry. I called someone. Footsteps echo from behind. She's here, he says. A blonde girl steps into the room, looking like a quirky doctor. She exclaims, Remora, My love, how could you lose your memory? I've come to see you. Mr. Gray blushes. She's still at it. I did not expect that, JINWOON mutters. Clutching a toy horse, the girl weeps dramatically. How could Remora forget me, Ash? I can understand him forgetting this beautiful face, but this just proves how incredible my engineering is. She hops on the toy horse and rides it around. JINWOON massages his forehead. Is she really okay? Maybe. Mr. Gray replies. In spite of how she looks, he adds. She created all of Shadow's technology. She's our technical intelligence manager, Ash. Suddenly he asks, By the way, where'd Remora go? Ash checks her device. Strange. My devices have never malfunctioned before. Why now all of a sudden? JINWOON hands her the unit. This isn't the first time. Lately, we've had trouble with partially erased memories too. I had no idea, Ash replies seriously. I'd better look into this. Then, with a sly smile, she says, I understand the situation. I think I'll be needing your help. I knew it, Mr. Gray sighs. How? Jiwon asks quickly, because it's the reason I've been around here so long. They arrive at Ash's lab, Ash's palace. Inside, Jiwon and Ash sit at a terminal while Mr. Gray relaxes on a machine chair. The system asks for a high-level password. Jiwon leans toward Ash. Don't we need Remara's password for this? Do you know it? Ash smiles. Don't worry. If it's not screw off, Ash, it's probably stop it, Ash. Jiwon groans inwardly. Maybe it's better he doesn't get his memory back. Ash types. It's stop it, Ash. Mr. Gray, still on the chair, says, Can we get this over with quickly? Jiwon grumbles. I don't really like doing this. Wait a moment, Ash replies calmly. Jiwon turns to Mr. Gray. This is why they keep you around? Is this how they tolerate your slacking off? Why, he asks. You really want to know? Mr. Gray begins. Well, my brain is connected to Shadow's main system. What? Jiwon gasps. Mr. Gray explains. A few years ago, I was psychologically attacked by a villain. My brain was a mess. He must have hated us for cleaning up after him. To preserve my memories, Ash linked me directly to the computer system. Ash adds, so I brought him here to access the information stored in his brain. Jiwon blinks. I have no idea what that means. Ash grins. It means he's our master key. Jiwon is speechless. Ash starts the process. Mr. Gray winces. Be gentle. Don't act like such a baby, Ash smirks. Later, they return to Remara and use a device Ash developed to recover his memory. Ash leans in. So, my love, do you remember me? Remara stares. Screw off, Ash. Everyone cheers. After that, a chip is embedded in Remara's body. No need for a memory bracelet anymore. Jiwon reflects, saddened. It'll never stop working, Remara. This is the first time anyone at Shadow has lost their memory. He calls out to Ash. Hey, Ash. Remara interrupts. Could you leave now? Jiwon asks, Is there a way to recover memories erased by something other than eraser rain? Ash responds with a puzzled look. Something other than eraser rain? Jiwon's expression shifts uneasily. Behind them, Remara and Mr. Gray are arguing. Mr. Gray insisting Remara needs to rest. Ash turns back to Jiwon and states firmly, No, there's no way. Jiwon, visibly disappointed, lowers his gaze. I see. Ash continues gently. Unfortunately, even with my skills, it's not currently possible. Actually, I'd say luck played a big part in Remara's memories coming back. Then, with a faint smile, she adds, Since I'm the one who created Eraser Rain, I could reverse it. I've referred back to it many times too. Jiwon listens quietly. But with any other technology, Ash explains, it would be far more complicated to try to recover memories, especially memories erased by superhumans. Jiwon looks down again, his heart sinking. There's simply no way. Suddenly, a memory flickers in Jiwon's mind. A classroom discussion. A superhuman? Isn't that a good thing? He once asked innocently. One friend replied, Good. It's like winning the lottery. Another classmate laughed. Yeah, whatever, Jiwon. Just think about it for a second. The scene shifts. Jiwon and his classmates are standing in the school garden. The water tank on the roof suddenly bursts. Chaos. Screaming. Water flooding everywhere. In a panic, Jiwon unknowingly activates his powers. When the dust settles, all the students lie unconscious. Jiwon is the only one left standing. He runs to them, shaking them awake. One girl finally opens her eyes. Are you all right? Jiwon asks, but she stares at him blankly. Who are you? None of them remember. Jiwon flinches. Suddenly, Ash's voice snaps him back to the present. Did I answer your question? Jiwon blinks. Yeah, I think I understand what you mean. Ash smirks. I can tell you don't get it. She turns away. I'd better get back to checking the machines. See you later. Jiwon nods. Sure. As she leaves, his face turns somber. The scene cuts. A villain slams a hero into a wall, the impact cracking it apart. Anger fills the hero's eyes. Aren't you tired of taking hostages? Nearby, a terrified child clings to their mother. It's all right, she tries to reassure them. The villain scoffs. I'm getting more tired of you interrupting me. He raises his arms wide. Today, why don't you just sit back and watch, you stupid hero? Suddenly, hey, both of you. JINWOON shouts, stepping out from beneath the debris. If you're gonna fight, go do it in an empty lot. The villain squints. Aren't you from Shadow? He sneers. Can't you see we're not done here? The hero, irritated, adds, I don't have time to save you too. JINWOON glares. Quit messing the city up. Just fight a little more gently. A voice crackles in his earpiece. JINWOON, are you meddling again? Requesting Memory Sweep Department to Area 1. Restoration Department to Area B13. JINWOON sighs, pulls out his tool brush, and begins working. I'm really gonna get in trouble for this later. The villain's eyes flare with fury. Since you're from Shadow, why don't you? He raises his hand, powering an attack. Just quietly wait in the shadows. The energy is launched. JINWOON looks up and screams. Another floor. Is it broken again? Just then, the hero intercepts the blast, saving JINWOON. Above, standing on a roof, the villain smirks. I don't need to do a thing. Back at Shadow headquarters. On the wall hangs the Shadow rules and policies. Quick and precise restoration. No interfering in battles. Erase the memories of all witnesses when restoration is complete. Do not get involved with heroes and villains. Remora confronts JINWOON. So, explain this to me. Why did you get in the middle of a fight? JINWOON scratches his neck, giving a sheepish grin. I just wanted to fix it. There were still citizens inside, too. Remora crushes, a ken in his hand. You almost got crushed by the building. He steps forward, voice rising. Listen to me. What if something happened to you while you were there? JINWOON is stunned. Remora lectures him. I was just thinking of the citizens. If we lose you, who would restore buildings and erase memories? The heroes? Or should we ask the villains for a favor? Please don't smash the buildings. JINWOON clenches his fists. Remora's tone darkens. You don't know about what happened 7 years ago, do you? Back then, Shadow was in disarray. Do you have any idea how long it took to restore the city? Images flash, rubble, chaos. Mr. Gray and Remora in shock. Remora faces JINWOON directly. Protect yourself for the city. JINWOON pauses, then quietly says, But it's no good if I survive alone. He smiles. When you got your memory back, I was hoping to take back what I did. A memory plays. Ash's words echo. There's simply no way to recover a memory erased by a superhuman. JINWOON thinks to himself, I was foolish. I've thought about it a lot before. Remora remembers JINWOON's arrival at Shadow. Mr. Gray had said, You're JINWOON, right? Your name really suits your ability. Haha, JINWOON the Eraser. The Korean word JINWOON means erased. JINWOON turns to Mr. Gray. Did you just figure out that I erased people's memories? Or is that why you brought me here to begin with? You want me to erase their memories again. His voice breaks. If you're from Shadow, why don't you erase my memory? He looks at Remora. Don't erase who you are on the inside. Then, with a smile, with my abilities, if I get the chance to restore everything, I don't mind getting hurt. A flashback. Mr. Gray's words. In return, you just do what you do best. JINWOON adds, I may not be able to recover lost memories, but with my ability, I'll try to help as many people as possible. Remora is stunned. Stupid, he mutters, then warns. You're a smooth talker, but if you ever get involved in another battle, you're dead meat. Cut to Mr. Gray. They finished restoration work at the scene. We're all done. It took us forever without JINWOON. We need him so much. Mr. Gray pauses, concerned. Will he be okay? It's kind of a sensitive issue, especially to Remora. Suddenly, a chunk of debris drops on Mr. Gray's head. He rubs his head. Where'd that piece fall from? He peers into the hole in the ceiling. Pitch darkness. Then he gets excited. Shoot, I've got to find it. He steps inside. Silence. Then a soft touch around his waist. A voice whispers behind him. Well, better go look. Mr. Gray freezes. He turns around and sees red lips. A woman. Suddenly, a flash of glowing blue robes erupts from the darkness and yanks Mr. Gray inward with incredible force. Something's dragging me, he cries, struggling helplessly as he's pulled into the pitch black. Once inside, the force lets go. Mr. Gray stumbles to the ground, catching his breath. Behind him, a radiant, bluish aura flares. Stepping from the light is a tall, handsome young man, long hair cascading over his shoulders, dressed in sleek, elegant clothes. Are you all right? The stranger asks, his tone calm and composed. The scene shifts to the Shadow Association headquarters. Everyone get over here. Mr. Gray shouts, rallying the whole team. Once they gather, he proudly announces, This guy's going to be working with us from now on. The room falls into stunned silence. What? JINWOON blurts out. He points at the new recruit. Are you one of those time stoppers? Mr. Gray waves it off. No, he's nothing like that. JINWOON frowns. Are you sure you should decide something like this without asking Remora first? This is kind of a big decision. Mr. Gray scoffs. Don't talk back to me. He won't mind. I'm older than him anyway. JINWOON crosses his arms. Still, Remora is your superior. Why'd you bring him in all of a sudden? Mr. Gray clears his throat and begins explaining. Yesterday, as I was finishing up work, I accidentally fell. A flashback plays, Mr. Gray lying on the ground groaning. The elegant man rushes over. Are you all right? The world's a dangerous place nowadays. I'm glad you're not hurt. Shadow workers arrive. What happened? Are you okay? Back in the present, Mr. Gray beams. And I thought, hey, would you like to join Shadow? The young man had smiled. Pardon? Mr. Gray continues dramatically. I finally met someone who's nice to an older person like me. If he's not right for Shadow, then who is? The newcomer offers a polite bow. Nice to meet you all. JINWOON steps forward with a sigh. Well, all right then. Hi there, I'm JINWOON. Nearby, Sesame remains completely disinterested. Mr. Gray elbows him playfully. Sesame, are you shy or something? Come on, don't be a baby. JINWOON mutters under his breath, watching the newcomer. You'll have a lot to learn about. Mr. Gray throws an arm around the rookie's shoulder. All right, let's all try to get along together. Everyone offers uneasy, half-hearted nods. The scene shifts. Shadow is deployed on a mission. JINWOON whispers to Zeno. Something just doesn't seem right. Zeno eyes the area cautiously. Strange. At a distance, the newcomer is working beside Mr. Gray, but keeps glancing in JINWOON's direction. Zeno turns to JINWOON. What's wrong? JINWOON sighs. A lot of machines aren't working right lately. Mr. Gray approaches. Is there another problem? Zeno smirks, glancing between Gray and the new recruit. Oh boy, what's going on here? I know the new guy hasn't been assigned to a department yet, but he must be having a hard time. He chuckles. If there's a problem, I'll help with anything. The new guy responds calmly. I'm getting used to things not working. That's how you learn, after all. He looks toward another cluster of workers. I'd better go help them over there. Keep working, you two. Mr. Gray nods and gestures in another direction. Let's go take a look over there. But as Mr. Gray guides him, his hand accidentally brushes the small of the new guy's bare lower back. just above the waistband. JINWOON visibly flinches in the background. Too much. The pair approach a large malfunctioning machine. Mr. Gray turns. So? Think you can handle it? The rookie shrugs. Still learning, so I'm not sure. Mr. Gray crouches down. Well, you did just start. You'll get used to it. But as he turns his head, his eyes briefly glance at the recruit's exposed stomach. He freezes, stunned. Slowly rising, he clears his throat and reaches for a nearby vending machine, pulling out a can of juice. By the way, I've been wanting to say something for a while. He places the can on the table. You could catch a cold walking around with your belly exposed like that. The recruit laughs. This is just my fashion. Mr. Gray offers the can. Oh yeah? It's pretty cold though. From a distance, JINWOON watches, frowning. Looks like something else is breaking down, he mutters, then rushes over. As he arrives, he finds Mr. Gray offering his coat to the new recruit. Why don't you put on my clothes, just in case? Wait a minute. Mr. Gray! JINWOON shouts. Both turn in shock. JINWOON grabs Mr. Gray by the arm and drags him away. At the stairs, out of earshot. Why were you acting like that toward the rookie? JINWOON demands. Mr. Gray blinks. What did I do wrong? Look at yourself. You're being way too nice. So what? Mr. Gray snaps. JINWOON throws his hands in the air. So, you don't think you're doing anything wrong? I'm surprised. Still, you can't do that. Mr. Gray shouts back. What's wrong with being nice to the rookie? JINWOON furrows his brow. Don't you get it? You may be getting older and seeing all young people as your grandkids or children, but you can't treat a grown person like that. Mr. Gray flinches. JINWOON exhales, trying to calm down. But Mr. Gray suddenly blurts. JINWOON, are you jealous of how I'm treating that kid? JINWOON stares. What? Can you start making sense? Suddenly he explodes. She's obviously a girl. Mr. Gray's mind short-circuits. He drops to his knees, staring blankly. What are you doing? JINWOON asks, confused. Mr. Gray clutches his spinning head. A wave of disorientation washing over him. He starts picturing illusions. The new recruit, shifting, warping, morphs into a girl before his very eyes. Her voice echoes. Darling, you're still so soft. She holds a Rubik's Cube. Her gaze playful, wicked. I've looked all around. Shall we start? Mr. Gray gulps. I think I've made a serious mistake. Mr. Gray collapses to the ground, bowing low in a spiral of shame and regret. JINWOON, stunned, steps forward, eyes wide in confusion. What do you mean? A mistake? JINWOON demands. Mr. Gray. Before Mr. Gray can answer, a voice echoes behind JINWOON, smooth and icy. He should have recognized me. JINWOON spins around. The rookie is gone. In their place stands a woman, her features sharp, her presence unsettling. The blue light fades into the gleam of a Rubik's Cube spinning effortlessly in her hand. She smiles at Mr. Gray. Long time no see. JINWOON's confusion deepens. Wait, you knew her all along, he shouts at Mr. Gray. Then why did you act like you didn't? I was actually worried. What the hell is going on? Mr. Gray suddenly lifts his head and screams. Run, JINWOON. Tell the heroes. Aver is here. The name strikes JINWOON like thunder. His breath catches. What? Aver steps closer, cube twirling between her fingers. I like a man who knows his limits. Mr. Gray snarls in frustration and slams his palm against his own head. JINWOON lunges forward. What's wrong? Mr. Gray. But Mr. Gray's head hangs low, his shoulders trembling. Then suddenly still. JINWOON shouts, panic rising. What's the matter? Raise your head. Aver smirks, lifting the cube. That's for forgetting me. A burst of light hits Mr. Gray's head. He jerks violently, then slumps to the floor, unconscious. JINWOON's knees buckle. Mr. Gray! Aver answers coolly. Don't worry. He's not dead. Her smile darkens. I've still got lots to do with him before I kill him. JINWOON clenches his fists. You, what are you doing? The Rubik's Cube spins again in her palm. I guess you don't remember me, JINWOON. I'm Aver, Shadow, and I had so much fun together 7 years ago. She tilts her head, her voice laced with venom. Back then, Eilhard got in the way, so I couldn't finish what I started. But this time, I'm much more prepared. She locks eyes with JINWOON. Don't you admire a woman who improves herself? The cube begins glowing. It was tough work. Last time I could only destroy things. But now. She lifts the cube higher. Now I can control people's senses and memories. Her voice softens into something eerily gentle. If this cube touches your head, your mind gets scrambled. Your senses and memories split between its sides. And when all the colors mix, snap, the building groans. Pipes burst. Memory erasing water floods the halls. Your brain's mine. Across the Shadow Association building, chaos erupts. Workers stagger, mind-controlled, destroying equipment. The restoration tanks overflow. JINWOON braces himself as the floor trembles beneath him. What's happening? The entire facility is being drowned in memory-erasing fluid. Fury ignites in JINWOON's voice. What have you done? Why are you doing this? Aver responds with a cruel laugh. What an odd question. Did you think no one was allowed to attack you? JINWOON's heart sinks. You shadow folks, always so sure of yourselves. Letting villains help people? Isn't that a bit naive? She points at him. Thanks to you, I've learned a lot. Outside the Association, Remora, Dahlia, and Hyomyo stand at the sealed wall. Dahlia punches it hard, cracking it open, but regenerative paint immediately seals it back. This regeneration, paint keeps closing the wall back up, she growls. Remora grits his teeth. We've issued an evacuation order. Civilians are running, but the doors won't open. Shadow systems are down. He pulls at the front of his hair in frustration. What the hell is going on in there? Dahlia starts to speak, then freezes. A rock flies straight at her head, caught midair by Hyomyo. A furious civilian man steps forward, shaking. What did you say about Shadow? There's an evacuation order, and you're just standing here. Asterisk. He throws the rock down and yells. You just sit back and watch the city get destroyed again, waiting for it to be ruined so you can take credit for fixing it. He points straight at Dahlia. And you? I knew I'd seen you before. You were a hero. Eilhard. Remora turns sharply toward her. The crowd begins to murmur. The man continues, voice rising. So what now? You stopped helping people? Hiding behind the scenes instead? The truth is out. Dahlia's real name is Eilhard, a former hero who joined Shadow to handle conflicts from the shadows after disaster 7 years ago. Hyomyo steps in. With a glance, he puts the angry man to sleep for a moment. You're all pathetic. Dahlia's eyes soften. It's okay, Hyomyo. She turns toward the unconscious civilian. People still don't know what really happened 7 years ago. She faces Remora, who remains still, silent. I joined Shadow to prevent that from ever happening again. This is also a way to protect people. Hyomyo nods beside her. She points to the Shadow building, resolute. Right now, we need to get inside. Inside, the scene returns to JINWOON and Aver. She twirls her cube again. Oh my, I really don't have time for all this. Her smile widens. But I'm just so happy to see you again after all this time. She flicks her cube. A mind-controlled agent presses a button. An alarm howls. She steps forward, dark boots echoing. Shall we get to work? JINWOON shouts, voice shaking. What are you gonna do? The cube flashes, and Mr. Gray lets out a scream, clutching his hair. JINWOON whirls around. Mr. Gray! Aver steps into the elevator as the doors begin to close. Leaning forward, her voice is sweet and venomous. Good work today, JINWOON. JINWOON growls, trembling. Just stand by and watch while I destroy Shadow.
As the door slams shut, JINWOON lunges forward, slamming his fists against it. Open it, he shouts, pounding again and again. But the door stays sealed. JINWOON steps back, breath heavy, defeated. Clenches his fists. I've got to get Mr. Gray to Remra. He glances toward Mr. Gray's unconscious body, panic rising in his chest. If only I had a restoration glove. Suddenly, something clicks in his mind. His eyes widen. Wait. He runs over to Mr. Gray, calling out, Mr. Gray! The man lies motionless. JINWOON leans down, checking. Is he conscious? Damn it. His frustration boils over. What do I do? Then, a faint, broken voice crackles through his earpiece. Can you hear? JINWOON blinks. What? The voice grows clearer. Can anyone hear me? Please. If you can answer me. JINWOON's eyes light up. A phone? Wait, Ash. JINWOON. Ash. Where are you? I'm in the lab, she replies, voice tense. The other employees tried to attack me, so I locked myself in. What's happening out there? Behind her, the sounds of fists pounding on the lab door grow louder. It's not safe here anymore. JINWOON responds quickly. Right now, the firewalls trapped us in the stairwell. We can't reach you. Hold on. I'll try to find you through the security cameras. Moments later. JINWOON! I found you. JINWOON rises. Good. What about Dahlia? Can you find everyone else with that system? Ash hesitates. I lost contact with the outside a while ago. Restoration paint is running down the building from the top. Her voice turns grim. Its reaction strength is on par with Dahlia's. Even if she's outside, it'll be tough to break through. JINWOON grits his teeth. Ash murmurs, guilty. I should have chosen someone weaker than Dahlia to model the paint after. That's not important right now. JINWOON explodes, slamming his fist against the wall. What about Aver? The new guy, she's a villain. She's using some weird cube to control people's emotions and memories. Mr. Gray's. Ash goes silent. The weight of the revelation sinks in. JINWOON, trembling with rage, punches the wall again. Ash finally speaks. I didn't know her face. That's why. She swallows hard. Ava. She waited until everyone who knew her was out of the building. A long pause. 7 years ago, she tried to attack us. Dahlia beat her back, and then we lost track of her. JINWOON mutters. So she's been hiding, waiting. Ash continues. She's been manipulating people, probably using their minds to slowly reprogram the systems. That's why Remra's bracelet has been malfunctioning. JINWOON tightens his jaw. So what should I do about Mr. Gray? Ash hesitates. That's the biggest problem. If she's controlling him, then you've gotta erase. A loud crash. Static. Comms cut off. Ash! JINWOON shouts. Only silence. He sighs, trying to calm himself. Erase what? His memories. He drops to his knees beside Mr. Gray. His hand hovers over the man's head, trembling. I haven't used my hands to erase anyone's memories since that time. The memory hits him. A schoolyard. Friends lying unconscious. No one remembering who he was. Suddenly, a low hum. The door slides open. Sesame stands there, blue energy radiating from his body. JINWOON gasps. Sesame? Sesame steps forward with his usual cold glare. What's with the face? Nobody's dead yet. I heard everything over the radio. Couldn't respond, though. He descends the stairs toward JINWOON, expression unreadable. Good thing I got here before you did something stupid. Just because you're a superhuman doesn't mean you can do everything. He stops beside JINWOON, looking down. Mr. Gray always tells us, only do what you're able to, dumbass. Don't force yourself to do something you can't. JINWOON lowers his head. Sesame. A sudden voice interrupts. JINWOON. Zeno appears, Ash on his back. Sesame found you first. JINWOON leaps up. Zeno. Ash. Ash, exhausted but alert, slides down from Zeno's back. Zeno helped me escape. I don't know what I would have done without him. JINWOON nods quickly. Ash, the building. Go check on Mr. Gray. Ash replies calmly. I already know. We've got to meet up with Remora. JINWOON turns. Then we need to reach the front doors. But if Dahlia couldn't open it, how are we supposed to? Even if we break it, it regenerates instantly. Sesame rests a hand on JINWOON's shoulder. You've got the memory of a goldfish. What? JINWOON blurts. Sesame walks ahead, energy sparking around him. Don't you remember how I opened that shutter? JINWOON blinks. But the paint. Sesame throws a glare over his shoulder. What does that matter? He spreads his arms, energy swirling. I don't break things. Sighed Dahlia, Remora, and Hyomyo stand ready. The building rumbles, and then the door bursts open. JINWOON yells. Sesame, didn't you just break it? Sesame snaps back. That was particle disruption. You saw it before. JINWOON mutters. Now that I think about it, you said, open, Sesame. Sesame explodes. Shut up. Remora, Dahlia, and Hyomyo rush in, relief visible on their faces. Ash sets her tools down immediately. Everyone, take something, she commands. These are test products I've been developing. They should work, no malfunctions. Remora and Dahlia kneel by her side. Ash looks at them gravely. This whole mess, it was Avere. Dahlia freezes. Her voice low. That woman again. Remora's face hardens. A long silence passes through the group. Then JINWOON steps forward, eyes blazing. Let's give Avere a taste of her own medicine. Elsewhere, deep inside the building, Avere leans back in a darkened room, the glow of surveillance monitors lighting her face. Hyomyo steps forward, his eyes glowing faintly as he activates his power, scanning the area with precision. A pulse of energy ripples from his body. Avere's on the top floor, he announces. JINWOON clenches his fists. Then let's get up there. They start moving. As they reach another sealed door, Sesame steps up, his tone sharp. Open. The door obeys. JINWOON side-eyes him and smirks. Getting easier to say, huh? Sesame shoots him a glare. Shut up. Dahlia moves in first, entering the wide chamber beyond the door. The others follow, but the moment she crosses the threshold, she freezes. JINWOON steps in, and his eyes go wide. A crowd of darkly glowing figures stand between them and the stairs, Avere's army. What are those things in the middle? JINWOON asks, stunned. Zeno narrows his eyes. They're Avere's henchmen. Remora's expression tightens. That damned woman. He recognizes them. These weren't strangers. They were shadow employees, now turned puppets. Then Avere's voice echoes through the room, cruel and theatrical. How does it feel seeing your colleagues like this? I tried to make them look good. Don't you like what I've done? She pauses, her voice dripping venom. Then what should I do? Erase their memories? She giggles. Good idea, right? JINWOON's breath catches in his chest. No. Suddenly, one of the henchmen steps forward and slams a massive punch into the ground, cracking the floor beneath them. Zeno's a shoot. Those gloves. Remora grits his teeth. Taking them all on is too dangerous. Without hesitation, he points toward the back. Everyone, get to the stairs. Go up. Run. They charge forward, dodging and weaving through the henchmen. As they reach the door, Sesame throws out his hand. Open. The door slides aside again. Dahlia shouts behind her. Keep running. Jiwon's mind races. He turns and looks back. Wait. If we try to run, we'll get surrounded. We've got to stop them, even for just a second. As he's speaking, Hyomyo brushes past him. Go. Jiwon looks at him, stunned. What? Hyomyo's voice is calm and certain. I'll take care of this. Dahlia nods. All right. This'll be no problem for Hyomyo. She glances toward Jiwon. My powers could hurt the employees. Jiwon, panicking, shouts. Dahlia! But she's already walking forward, barking orders. We're going up first. Jiwon stares back at Hyomyo. We're leaving him here. What? Dahlia turns, eyes fierce. Jiwon! Hurry up. She takes a moment, walks up to Hyomyo and gently holds his face. Their eyes meet. She whispers. We can't lose. I don't lose to anyone except you. Good. The door shuts behind them. Hyomyo stands alone in the vast hall. Across from him, Aver's corrupted henchmen shift, cracking their knuckles, their faces twisted. One sneers. Looks like we've got ourselves a hero. Hyomyo smiles darkly. A hero? Back on the stairs, the team pushes upward. Jiwon mutters, worried. Tap, is this really okay? Dahlia glances over her shoulder. Don't worry. You know Hyomyo. When he was a villain, he gave me a hell of a time. In the corridor below, Hyomyo unleashes his full power. A surge of energy blasts out. The corrupted employees go flying, knocked unconscious. He exhales. I just knocked out the employees first. He turns his gaze to the true henchman. His voice deepens. Shadow's fourth rule is don't interfere in the work of villains and heroes. His aura glows like lightning. But maybe it should be. Don't expect too much from villains. Back on the stairs, a distant echo of screams reaches the group. Everyone stops. Jiwon's eyes widen. Was that the henchman screaming? Dahlia just smiles. I knew there'd be more of them. They keep running. Jiwon pants. Who designed this place? Why is it so complicated? There should be a quicker way to go up. Sesame shouts back. Shut up and keep running. You might bite your tongue. They reach a labeled door. Jiwon squints. Wait. This is the equipment room. He turns to Sesame. Sesame, open the door, hurry. Remra raises an eyebrow. You got that new thing from Ash before, didn't you? Jiwon barges in. It's not like any of it works anyway. Why bother? He digs through a cabinet. Just trust me. Sesame hears fast approaching footsteps. Jiwon, hurry up. They're coming. Zeno pulls on a pair of gloves. No choice. Would you guys just trust me? Suddenly, Jiwon spins around with a brush tool in hand. He slams it on the ground, and in a flash, a solid wall shoots up, blocking the corridor. The henchmen crash into it from the other side, stopped cold. Jiwon stands tall, smirking. Let's show them a bit of Shadow's legendary creativity. Zeno stares, stunned. You really surprised me before. Jiwon chuckles. Thanks, Aver. Didn't think your little trick would come in this handy. Far above, watching through the monitors, Aver narrows her eyes. The smile fades from her lips. Zeno and Jiwon, from opposite ends of the room, shove two heavy tables toward the center, slamming them together and crushing a henchman between them. Jiwon grins, weirdly impressed. Thanks, Ash. This thing works great. Across the room, another henchman, stuck halfway to the wall, lunges at Dahlia from behind. "Sesame!" she yells. Sesame reacts instantly, grabbing an iron restoration tool and slamming it against the attacker. Tool activates, locking the henchman into the wall like a fly in amber. "Just because I'm not a hero anymore," Sesame mutters, stepping back, "doesn't mean I'm weak." He smirks, pointing to the immobilized target. He looks kind of like a bug trapped in a container. Zeno is nearby, the only one from the restoration department. He stares in horror. "Ah, Sesame. You've got to be more careful or you'll knock the whole building down." Then, without skipping a beat, Zeno hurls a massive boulder into another henchman, causing cracks to ripple through the floor and walls. Sesame smirks. "Haha. Look who's talking, Zeno." Zeno stares at the cracked wall and sighs. "I can't believe we're ruining our own building." Sesame shrugs. "We'll fix it later." JINWOON interrupts, exasperated. "Come on, guys. We've got to move." He points ahead. "Next stop, the top floor." They rush forward, but as they approach the next staircase, Zeno suddenly halts. "Ugh, what's this?" he groans. "Looks like it'll collapse if we even step on it." JINWOON smirks, cracking his knuckles. "Hey, did we forget to do something?" He kneels, places his hand on the surface, and in a flash repairs the fragile floor. "Piece of cake." He lifts his hand, but left behind is a clear fingerprint imprint. Remra notices. His eyes twitch. "Don't leave fingerprints," he barks. Shadow's first rule: restore things quickly and accurately. JINWOON chuckles nervously. "Well, for now. I'm just doing a rough job." Remra fuming. "And what was with those pillars earlier?" Suddenly, a henchman appears right beside him. JINWOON shouts, "There's more!" In a split second, he grabs a tool from Zeno's belt and hurls it at the henchman, smashing him mid-air and saving Remra. JINWOON smirks. Dahlia claps once. Good reflexes, JINWOON. Remra, flustered and furious. "I told you to fix the place, not destroy it." JINWOON, arms wide. "But I just saved you." They reach the top floor landing. Remra breathes hard. "Phew, we barely made it." They gather for a quick strategy huddle. Zeno speaks up. "Remra, do you think it'll work?" Remra nods. "We've gotta try." He points. "Let's split up here." As he heads toward a hallway, he looks over his shoulder. "Sesame, we're going up." Remra and Sesame reach a massive door. Sesame steps forward, raising his hand. "Open." The door unlocks. Inside, a large hall filled wall-to-wall with henchmen. Both of them freeze for a second. And then, Avere steps forward from the far end. Her voice slithers through the space. "You're here earlier than I expected." She walks forward slowly, her eyes scanning them. Then she points to Remra. "And who's this?" "Quite a handsome guy. I probably didn't recognize you from 7 years ago, when your face was all twisted." She pauses just before them, looking Remra in the eyes. "I told you and Mr. Gray to wait and see." Then she turns to Sesame and teases. "Don't be shy just because I'm pretty little guy." Remra deadpan. "I don't like delusional girls." He presses a button on a hidden device strapped to his wrist. Avere tilts her head. "What's this?" Suddenly, water starts raining down from the ceiling, flooding the floor beneath them. Avere pouts, flicking wet hair from her eyes. "Oh no, my clothes are all wet." Then her tone shifts. "Are you wearing your bracelet?" "I'd hate for you to lose your memories again." Remra grins. "That won't happen again." Mockingly, he adds, "Was this your big plan?" "Guess you forgot, it doesn't work on superhumans like me." Avere grins wide. "How could you forget such a basic thing? Or maybe you wanted to see me naked." "Naughty boy." Remra smirks, unshaken. Suddenly, Avere and her henchmen begin slipping across the wet floor, struggling to keep balance. She frowns. The bottom floor. Down below, Zeno is wildly breaking and restoring equipment, triggering vibrations through the building. That woman clown, Zeno mutters, annoyed. Sure likes to play dress up in some crazy clothes. As the plan unfolds, Remra and Sesame find shelter behind a pillar, watching Avere struggle. She curses. Damn you, Shadow. Enough playing around. She kicks one of her own henchmen out of the way and climbs to a stable position. With fury in her voice, she shouts, "You're all dead now." But then she pauses. A sense of danger creeps up her spine. She turns slowly, and hovering behind her is Dahlia. Floating. Calm. Smiling. Well. Long time no see. Avere whips around, snarling, "Ale hard." Dahlia steps forward, calm and composed. "My name's Dahlia now." A faint smile plays on her lips. "I haven't used that name in ages. Didn't you know? I retired." She takes a solid step onto the cracked floor, standing face to face with Avere. "You must have been living in a cave these last 7 years." Without hesitation, Avere spits in her face. "Damn you, stupid bitch," she hisses. "How does it feel to keep switching sides like that?" Dahlia doesn't flinch. Instead, she wipes her cheek with grace, then raises her chin. In this world, there are plenty of heroes fighting villains, but not nearly enough people helping the victims of those fights. She leans closer. "I joined Shadow to help those people. Not because I didn't want to be a hero anymore." Suddenly, Dahlia spits back into Avere's face. "And one more thing, villains who can't even spit properly aren't worth my time." Avere, seething, screams, "How dare you!" Then throws a punch. Dahlia dodges smoothly, stepping aside like it was second nature. Turning to Remra, she asks with a sly smirk, "Can I do what's written in my contract?" Remra hesitates. "Yes." Sesame glances over, puzzled. "Wait, what are you talking about?" Remra adds quickly, "But try to contain it as much as possible. Don't take it to the point where it becomes dangerous for Avere." Dahlia simply nods. "Yes." Sesame, still confused, presses. "Is Dahlia's life on the line here or something?" Remra's is narrow. "Avere's the one in danger." Suddenly, Dahlia activates her power. The ground trembles. Rocks rise. Shadow's second rule is don't interfere in battles. But that doesn't apply to me. Avere's eyes widen. She wasn't ready. Dahlia lifts her arm, and a storm of stone shards erupts, crashing into Avere and pinning her down. Sesame stares, stunned. "What the hell?" Remra explains, still watching the chaos. "When Dahlia was a hero, we gave her a special nickname. Because she ruined so many buildings." Sesame asks, "What was it?" Remra's lips curl into a grin. "Queen of Destruction." Ale hard. Dahlia stands tall. "You guys couldn't stand me when I was a hero," she says to Avere. "You all liked Hyomyo instead. He never broke anything." Avere struggles, rising shakily. Dahlia continues, "If there's one thing I'm thankful to you for, it's that, thanks to all the trouble you caused 7 years ago, I finally looked back on all the buildings and lives I destroyed." Avere, furious, lashes out. "Quit your blabbering." Suddenly, a kick slices through the air. Dahlia dodges, but not cleanly. A gash tears through her leg and rips her skirt. Avere smirks. "I thought your skirt looked uncomfortable." Sesame and Remra flinch. "That one looked painful." Dahlia mutters, "Hyomyo will probably be too shy to face me now." Avere pulls out her Rubik's Cube. "Still talking, huh?" She flicks it toward Dahlia, it sails past her. Dahlia eyes it, confused. "Where are you aiming?" Avere smirks. Dahlia suddenly realizes. Wait! She looks up. Remra! Sesame! Get out of the way! Remra and Sesame scream. Come here! Dahlia lunges for the cube, but it disappears. She gasps, searching. Avere whispers with delight. Look behind you. The cube slams into Dahlia's back. She crashes to the floor. Shards of broken glass scatter around her. Breathing heavy, she clenches her fist, her powers drawing the glass toward her, but something stops her. Avere, now perched on a higher platform, mocks her. You still attack like a bulldozer. But Dahlia rises, fire in her eyes. Don't forget. Shadows appear from underneath you. Suddenly, the floor beneath Avere collapses. She screams, falling into the black void below. She lands hard, dust kicking up around her. The space is small, enclosed, like a holding cell. As she stumbles up, she sees a figure in the darkness. A chair. Someone sitting in it. A familiar voice greets her. Hi there. JINWOON. Smirking, arms folded, he leans forward. Welcome to the shadows. Avere coughs as she rises from the ground, still catching her breath. These idiots think they can actually defeat me, she mutters, bitter and disdainful. Her eyes land forward. On JINWOON, seated calmly on a chair just outside the barrier of her prison. JINWOON, she scoffs. JINWOON smirks. I don't think you're in any position to be saying that. She stands fully now, a hard, poisonous glare locked on him. JINWOON feels a strange twinge on his arm. Avere slowly raises her hand, calm but deliberate, shaking it out. JINWOON tenses, unsure. What is she doing? But then she casually runs her fingers through her hair. So, what's your big plan? Gonna hand me over to the heroes? JINWOON barks back. Of course! That's when her Rubik's Cube appears in her hand, almost like magic. With a cruel smirk, Avere tilts her head. Then I'll just keep Mr. Gray's memories. Since I've still got this. JINWOON's eyes widen. Give that to me. He lunges forward, grabbing at the bars, arms straining into the cell, desperate to snatch it from her. But Avere twists and lashes out. A brutal kick connects. JINWOON crashes back, grunting. She stands tall, sneering. You really want to take on a villain like me? You still don't get it. She walks closer to the bars, her presence suffocating. You think Aelhard, no, Dahlia, has somehow kept this place running? Shadow is pathetic. Weak. A joke. JINWOON begins to rise again. But she continues, mocking. Even I can't believe you tried to attack me. JINWOON charges once more, fist clenched, rage burning. Avere watches with predatory excitement. Coming back for more? JINWOON slams his fist into the bars. This time, his punch passes through. He grabs Avere by the neck. Give me the cube, he growls, fury in every syllable. Avere doesn't resist. She just grins. Well, now? I didn't think you'd be so direct. What if I don't give it to you? Her voice darkens. You gonna kill me with your ability? Even if you erase my memories? It won't change anything. She locks eyes with him. Tension is ice cold and razor sharp. Why don't you try? You can't, can you? JINWOON's grip tightens. You people. You can't even take care of each other. And you think you can bring me down? What are you, she spits. You're not a hero. Not a villain. You're nothing. She leans closer into his rage. Wouldn't it be easier to kill me? Let yourself become a villain? JINWOON grits his teeth, fury flashing in his eyes. Shut up, he roars. He slams his fist into the wall hard. The room trembles. The air shifts. Dust falls from the ceiling as something changes. JINWOON pauses. Looks around. Confused. Avere tilts her head. What's wrong? Giving up already? Looks like you're finally coming around. That's when JINWOON sees it, his own shadow crawling along the floor, twisting, morphing, taking on a monstrous shape. Shadows change their shape depending on what stands before them. His heart races. His shadow was turning evil. JINWOON's eyes widen. Aver smiles, the cube gliding behind him. "If you've given up," she says with a cruel sweetness, "then stop wasting my time." She hurls the cube at JINWOON's back. But, with a single precise motion, JINWOON catches it without even turning around. The cube halts in his hand. Aver's jaw drops. "What?" JINWOON turns his head calmly. "Trying to trick me, saying you only had one cube left. Isn't gonna work again." He steps forward, the cube in his grasp. "Shadow will be here soon. So will the heroes. I don't have time to mess around with you anymore." He turns fully. "I'm giving this cube to Ash." Behind him, Aver sneers. "It's not like you'll be able to solve it anyway." JINWOON pauses. "What?" Aver folds her arms. "Even if you match all the colors, I'm the only one who can actually do anything with it." She steps closer to the bars. "To anyone else, that cube is just a toy." JINWOON scowls. Aver taunts, twisting the knife deeper. "I told you, there's nothing you can do. Don't you get it?" JINWOON's breath quickens, his rage about to boil over. But then he exhales, finds his calm. He stares at the cube, thoughtful. "Or how about I just break it open? I'd be curious to see how that turns out." He stares deeper into the cube, into its reflection. "When I was upset, everything around me lost its color." A quiet smile forms on his lips. He looks back at Aver. "You said if the cube's colors are all mixed up, it messes up the person's brain, right?" Aver's smirk fades. Her eyes narrow. "What happens?" JINWOON whispers, gripping the cube tighter. "If there are no colors at all?" The cube begins to glow faintly. The room grows still. JINWOON stands firm, the blank Rubik's Cube in his hand glowing faintly as the last traces of color vanish into nothing. With a powerful surge of his ability, JINWOON strips the cube clean, erasing every color, every pattern, until it's a pale, empty husk. He tosses the cube toward Aver coldly. "JINWOON, can you still control a cube whose colors have been erased?" Aver catches it, her eyes widen in disbelief. "Ava." Shocked. "What?" She stares into the colorless object, confused. She tries to activate it, twists it, channels energy, but nothing happens. "Ava." Frustrated. "No, no, no." JINWOON smirks. "JINWOON, doesn't work, huh?" Aver explodes in rage. "Ava. You goddamn jerks. How dare you? You're all cowards." Her eyes blaze with fury, locking on JINWOON. "Ava. You're pathetic. You don't belong anywhere." JINWOON remains still, calm, unshaken. After a long silence, he finally speaks, voice steady. "JINWOON, you keep saying we're nothing, neither heroes nor villains." Raises his hand forward. "But I just realized something." JINWOON steps forward, closer to the bars. "JINWOON, we can be either if we choose to be." He reaches through the bars, grabbing Aver by the collar. "JINWOON, so I'm gonna do what I do best." Aver grits her teeth. JINWOON locks eyes with her, calm, powerful. He places his hand on her forehead. A beat. A flash of light. Aver's body collapses, unconscious. Her memory's gone. Shadow HQ later. The building is being repaired, with crews busy restoring walls, rooms, and broken glass. In Remra's office, JINWOON stands as Remra stares him down. "Remra, now you've got some explaining to do. What the heck did you just do?" JINWOON grins. This feels like deja vu. Remra. Annoyed. No, it doesn't. He exhales deeply, crossing his arms. Remra. All right. I'll admit it. I'm happy you captured Aver. That's what we wanted to do. Then suddenly his tone hardens. His expression turns serious. Remra. But after that, you should have waited for the heroes. You were lucky that erasing the cube's colors stopped her, but what if it hadn't? What about your own safety? JINWOON lowers his gaze for a moment. Remra. We're Shadow. What you did, that was supposed to be the hero's job. JINWOON finally speaks, quiet, thoughtful. JINWOON. I realized something when I was fighting her. He glances at his own shadow on the floor. JINWOON. Shadows change their shape depending on what's in front of them. And what's in front of us are heroes and villains. A small, proud smile forms. JINWOON. So it's not that Shadow is neither. It's that we can take on their characteristics. Flashback, Aver lying unconscious. JINWOON standing over her. JINWOON VO. Right now. I'm a villain Shadow since you're in front of me. JINWOON presses a glowing blue button on his device. JINWOON VO. So I erased her memories. Clenches his fist. JINWOON VO. If it means I can save people, I do it again without hesitation. Back to present. JINWOON. Because that's our own unique way of helping people. Remra stares at him, silent. Suddenly, SH bursts into the room. SH. Oh, my love. If you frown like that, you'll get wrinkles. Right behind her, Mr. Gray enters. Mr. Gray. Yeah, go easy on him. Everything's back to normal now. JINWOON lights up. Mr. Gray. Ash. Mr. Gray. We just finished our final inspection. JINWOON hurries to him. Are you okay, Mr. Gray? What about your memories? Mr. Gray. I'm fine. Don't worry. Smiles. I've got all my memories back. He puts a hand on JINWOON's shoulder. Mr. Gray. Thanks for stopping Aver. JINWOON's eyes soften, almost childlike. He nearly tears up. Mr. Gray. SH wipes her eyes as well. Remra. To Ash. Why are you like this all of a sudden? Are you sure you're okay? SH. Smiling. Oh, come on, I'm just trying to thank you. Remra turns to the side and notices Zeno clinging to the window. Remra. Zeno? Zeno knocks on the glass. Suddenly, all their earpieces beep. Headset voice. Restoration team, report to Area 9 for cleanup. Prepare to move out. Outside the door, Dahlia, Hyomyo, and Sesame are watching. Dahlia. Did they say Area 9? JINWOON. Groans. We haven't even finished fixing our own building yet. He grabs his gear. I guess I'd better go. Remra. JINWOON. Points at the desk. Have you forgotten to clean this up first? Remra. To everyone. Let's go. He turns to Dahlia. Remra. How are you feeling? Dahlia. Grins. Good as new. JINWOON holds out his tool gun and a card. JINWOON. This is one of our associates' business cards. Call them if you need help. He turns to the team, standing ready, united, bruised but not broken. JINWOON. All right, everyone. Time to clean up another mess. Fade out.